It is finally here, the ALCS and the NLCS, and now it is time for a little preview. And brutal postseason, 4 teams remain. The Dodgers, the Cubs, the Yankees, and the Astros. All representing the 4 biggest cities in the United States of America. And I have to think it's a pretty big deal for October baseball right now. The NLCS, and of course the top team right now is the Los Angeles Dodgers. They destroyed the Diamondbacks in a 3-0 sweep and have moved on to the NLCS. Now, who has been hot for the Dodgers right now? You've got Puig, who has been absolutely amazing. 455 batting average, 4 RBIs, and a 538 on-base percentage. Not to mention, Justin Turner has been solid with a whopping 462 average and 5 RBIs. Yu Darvish has been an absolute stunner. Batters only have a 118 average against them, a 1.80 ERA, and a 0.4 whip. And defensively, Bellinger, Forsythe, Seager, and Turner, 4 double plays in the 3 games against the Diamondbacks, and wow, has it been crazy for this Los Angeles team. They have been absolutely incredible, and I think going forward, it's going to be something for those Cubs to pace, and it's going to be very difficult for them to do. The defense has been going. Kershaw has surprisingly been decent, and good luck, Cubbies, because you are going to need it. The defending champion Chicago Cubs against the Nationals. They just finished up last night in 5 games, and the offense hasn't exactly been, decent. Rizzo and Bryan only been down to 200 averages, but what can I say? Defense wins championships, and that is how the Chicago Cubs have been built, and that is why they're going to their 3rd straight NLCS. John Lester's been good, 186 average. He's been stellar. And not to mention Jose Quintanilla, of course, a 0 ERA in 6.1 innings pitched. And defensively, you got to give some credit to Addison Russell, Contreras, and obviously Anthony Rizzo at first. Dodgers, the Chicago Cubs can come back next year and compete. And I think realistically, the now or never mentality for the Los Angeles Dodgers is absolutely critical right now. And I think the Chicago Cubs, they're playing with house money. So, I mean, they're just doing whatever they can. And of course, that young core could be back again next year because let's face it, they're going to be here for a while longer. ALCS, you have the Houston Astros, who are looking to get their first ever World Series title. One of the 8 teams that have never done it, and it is looking pretty good for them this year. You've got Altuve, who's 8 for 15, with 3 home runs, mind you, and a 632 on-base percentage. Yeah, that's right, 63.2% of the time. Been a great. Springer obviously have been great. 9 for 17, 7 for 17 respectively. Not to mention Verlander's been pretty good. Dallas Keuchel has been clutch for the Astros. Not to mention Altuve, Gurriel, Bregman, McCann, and Carrera all solid on defense. Houston team, it's a lot of power, a lot of young core, and a lot of speed and a lot of excitement for this Astros team, and I could see these guys coming back for the next 3, 4, maybe 5 years to contend. We address the elephant in the room, the team that has won 27 World Series, the Empire of Evil himself, the New York Yankees, who have been pretty clutch actually these past couple games. They just overthrown what a lot of people thought was going to be the favorite of the World Series, the Cleveland Indians, and they did it in amazing fashion. Gardner with a 320 average, Hicks with a 318 average. Gregorius has been stellar. 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, and I know exactly what you're thinking. What's up with the shortstops being clutch in October? No, honestly, no idea. I mean, the Jeter era has been great, and now looking with Gregorius, it's just not fair. Simple as that. Why always the Yankee shortstop? Why? Well, Masahiro Tanaka has been absolutely incredible. 7 innings pitched, 0.0 ERA, and of course a 0.57 whip. Not to mention David Robertson's been good out of the bullpen with a 1.73 ERA and a 154 average. And Sabathia has been surprisingly decent. On defense, you got Bird, Castro, Gardner, Gregorius, Hicks, and Judge, all solid, playing every single inning, and I have a feeling percentage about 1,000%. It's just not fair. Regardless of what you think, every team deserves to be here. I mean, the Dodgers have been doing great. They need to win now. They're long overdue a World Series win. The Chicago Cubs, they're playing with house money, and they are doing stellar with it. The Houston Astros seeking to win that first title, and of course, the Yankees to prove that they can win without Jeter. Who do you think is going to be great in the ALCS and NLCS, and who do you think is going to flop? Please let me know in the comments. Also, feel free to like, subscribe, and tell all your friends, and hopefully I will talk to you very soon.